What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Supergirl Season 2, Episode 9, Supergirl Lives. This is the Kevin Smith episode, and I presume this title is a reference to the Superman movie that flopped, Superman Lives, I presume. Let me know in the comments down below if I'm wrong. So, the main vocal point of this episode was to find a missing girl and bring her back to her mother. So throughout the whole episode we find out what happened to the missing girl, where she went and why she went missing. Well, we didn't actually really find why she went missing. You can just kind of guess that she was kidnapped, seeing as this episode is about human trafficking. So we are getting more kind of clips with Snapper Carr, which really he's not a good replacement for Cat Grant, and hopefully they are bringing her back, which we all know she's coming back short term. We've got some more scenes with Maggie, her and Alex Danvers that seem to be happy. So Carl goes to a bar and she finds out that Mon-El is working at a bar, and she vents her frustration about this missing girl. So after this she goes looking for the missing girl, and she discovers that they all went to this blood. They all gave blood before they all disappeared, which is interesting. The doctor that you see in the right hand corner is behind it. So basically they're all being teleported to Slave Moon via this teleportation portal, which you can see behind them, which basically can move you from one Earth to another Earth, and obviously Slave Moon, where it has the red sun. So her and Mon-El have no powers on this Earth, so they are mere mortal on this Earth, as the red sun hides their powers, well, gets rid of their powers as they get their powers from the yellow sun. So we find out that Roulette is back and she's behind this human trafficking. It's not alien trafficking, as they stop that. So the missing girl, I believe her name was Eliza. Comment down below if I'm wrong. I didn't catch her name fully. But it is played by none other than Kevin Smith's daughter, Harley Quinn Smith, which is kind of awesome how they made her the main star for this episode. Such a cool episode. They made Supergirl a superhero even without her powers, which was a nice touch for this episode. It's a good little episode to come back with before they dive into much stronger and darker and drawier kind of storylines, if you get what I'm saying. So it turns out the Dominator that is in this episode has bought them all, and he's telling them all to get out. Supergirl won't, so she gets electric shocked by this gun over and over and over again until they all rebel against this doctor, who I can't remember his name. So it's kind of interesting how they are both going to be kind of superheroes with and without power. Really liking the character development with Mon-El. Mon-El is turning into a really good character, and I am a shipper of Caramel. Yes, I am a shipper. So the most interesting thing here is during the escape, when Roulette and the doctor end up in jail, the Dominator has this to say. You'll see it in the image above. He basically says, don't let Mon-El get hurt, which is really interesting. You can see it there, don't harm him. Almost like they know he's a Daxamite prince. Then he almost bows to him. During this, the DEO and Kara's sister are coming for a rescue mission, but obviously they don't know this, so they get there in time, help him escape, and all is good in National City, and that's where Supergirl's from. So we've been getting the alien tease forever now, and the aliens finally track Mon-El down, which is kind of interesting. And then the doctor gets killed after they tell him where Mon-El is. So I presume these aliens are going to be in the next episode. I think, like I said in my kind of, is Mon-El a Daxamite prince. I think this is confirmed by the Dominator bowing. So it's going to be really interesting to see where this storyline is going. Before they escape, Alex gives Supergirl a device that gives her powers back, and it blocks the red sun. So that's really interesting, how technology like that is actually around. Overall, pretty good episode. It's not amazing. I'm not going to overhype this episode just because it's Kevin Smith. I believe he is coming back for an episode later on in the season. Hopefully they give him a better script. He just directed this episode, he didn't write it. So we get some Mon-El Supergirl sexual tension building. I am a shipper for these two, so it's pretty cool that these two are going to end up being together. And he tells Kara that he wants to be a superhero. So are we going to get Mon-El's uniform, Superboy? I will use a kind of Photoshop image in the kind of thumbnail. But hopefully he does get a real suit in the next few episodes. Anyway, guys, I'll be back later on with my Gotham Smile Like You Mean It episode 13 from season 3 video. And some trailer breakdowns. And I'll see you in another video. Peace out, guys. Enjoy.